So, if you're watching this, you probably are interested in Booksolid, but you don't know if it's really worth it.
It made it really easy, and I was able to double my prices and start booking people in my area.
Ben is worth every freaking penny and then some.
This course is a game changer.
He's all in. Like, he cares about photographers.
Yeah.
He shows up.
I just wouldn't be where I am without it. So, it's worth every single penny.
All right, let me ask you a question. Have your inquiries been slow lately? Do your leads seem interested and then they end up not booking? Or does it feel like you need to keep lowering your prices just to get people to pay attention to you? Listen, I've been where you're at right now, and it sucks. I was desperate for a solution. This is why I put together this course, was to give you the playbook that I never had. Now listen, you have what it takes. Like, this is not your fault. You just need someone to help show you the way, specifically on the business side of things. Your work's phenomenal, but you need the right guide. See, the dirty little secret inside pretty much most industries, but specifically the photography space, is that most of the people offering training, they don't actually run their photography business. They don't make most of their money selling photographs. After spending 11 years, this year included, as a full-time professional photographer, working with hundreds, if not thousands of photographers by this point, testing and learning, I put together the playbook for having a highly profitable and sustainable wedding or portrait business. Now, this isn't just the results that I've gotten here in Ohio. These are principles that I've taught to hundreds of photographers, like Shelby. Okay, so Shelby, she wrote, she's from a small town and she always struggled with sales. She jumped into Booksolid and she just had her first $11,000 month. Or Rachel. Okay, so this one really excites me. Rachel, she just opened up her boudoir brand. She was doing family photography, so she opened up the boudoir side of things. In a single week, she had a 7K sale, 4K, 4K, 5K, 5K. She had $25,000 in sales in boudoir in a single week. Or Karina, she booked her first $5,000 wedding ever. And these are her words, in a small Bodunk, Ohio town. I love the verbiage there. But she says before Booksolid, she had one booking for $1,200. She jumped into the course. She got 6 weddings booked in a month for $3,400, almost triple her average, $3,400. And she now just booked her first 5K gig, right? Or like all these other students, all these other success stories. What I want to do now is I want to take you behind the scenes of Booksolid real quick. I want to show you what has created these results. So we're behind the scenes of the course. This is exactly what you would see when you jump in. It's split into 2 sections: win more inquiries and maximize profits. Win more inquiries is the playbook for getting more inquiries into your business. Let's start by just taking a look at this. The beginning here is all about creating confidence and clarity in your business. This is the foundation. From there, we move into local SEO domination so we can start to get you organic traffic right on your site. Phase 3 is about transforming your website into a client converting machine so the traffic that you get there, they actually reach out to you. Phase 4, social media mastery, self-explanatory. Phase 5, supercharging promotional events. This is where we're going to talk about model calls, flash sales, giveaways. If you want to get into this, it's a step-by-step process for how to do those. Trade show secrets, partnerships that pay. Phase A is one of my favorites. It's using pillar content to multiply the power of your website and authority stacking. We're going to go to page 2 here. Phase 9 is inbound marketing. This is going to be a content and email marketing strategy, really important for portrait photographers. Facebook and Instagram retargeting ads that actually work, especially the retargeting section. Phase 11, turnkey Pinterest. You're going to flip the switch on this and it's just going to go. Phase 12, creating client ambassadors. And we bring it home with phase 13, the local expert, a Facebook group strategy to becoming the local expert in your area. Now, this is just the win more inquiries section of the course. When we hop over here, let's go over to the maximize profit section. This is all about making sure that as you're getting leads in your business, you're not just booking them for low numbers, but you're booking them for the highest profit available. This is about getting out of the middle market. So pricing psychology, the secret to 6-figure sales, what to charge without any confusion, perfect pricing principles, packaging for profit. We're going to talk about how to package your weddings, how to package if you're a portrait photographer, hybrid models, in-person sales models, IPS, or all-inclusive. We're going to cover all 3 of those for the portrait photographers in the course. The ultimate guide to pricing conversations and closing, how to close, how to talk to people on the phone, all the scripts leading through that process. And then finally, for the photographers who want to start selling print, we'll get into the power of print and advanced client reveal strategies. This is all inside the course. Check out what these guys had to say about it.
I could easily say, without being dramatic, that working with Ben has changed my life in so many ways. So if that's not the best recommendation for Book Solid that I could give, I don't know what else could. It's changed my business and working with him, even beyond Book Solid in his workshop, has opened so much possibility for me. And so I can 100% recommend Ben, the Book Solid course for portrait photographers. Yes, this is for you too. So much information jam-packed for every aspect of your business.
This is the course. That's all I can say. This is the course. Not only are you getting a foundation in the course for changing your mindset in key areas that you need in order to make your business successful, but you are also getting step-by-step tangible practices that have worked for hundreds of photographers in maximizing more profit in their business and making their business sustainable. That's the name of the game. You want tangible resources that are going to allow you to book more leads and make more money.
I've done education with a lot of people, and sometimes they're like, yeah, and then you just do this. And I'm like, but how? That's great that you know how to do it. My understanding is here and your understanding is here, and there's this gap and I need it. Ben doesn't have that. He meets you right where you're at and then gives you every single step that you need to get where you want to go.
Every time I go to spend more money with him, I'm like, I have sticker shock at first and I'm like, oh man, this sucks. And then I immediately remember how much money I made after working with him, after going through the course. Every time I'm just like, oh my gosh, duh, this is a no-brainer, because I have made back so much more.
Over the past 3 years, I've gotten to generate well over $300,000 of revenue using so many of the principles I learned from those courses. Now I get to be home with my kiddos, and I am so thankful that I found Ben when I did.
I was kind of on the fence, but I made the plunge, and I'm so glad that I did. The best part of Book Solid, it's a comprehensive program. So it takes you from like if you're just starting a business, or if you want to overhaul your portrait or wedding business, this has a plan for every single aspect of the business, step by step. He's showing you exactly how he's doing it. Even like things on the computer, he'll share his screen, how he's doing it. And the great thing about that is, as I added in my boudoir business to my portrait business, I was able to utilize all of these tools and kind of go back from the beginning, building a business from scratch. And even just the Facebook group, the module, when I put it into practice, had a booking within 24 hours of implementing that. So I've experienced a lot of success from using the information in the Book Solid course.
Ben changed my life, like completely changed my life, both personally and as well as on the business side. Like no bullshit, completely has blown my mind, and he is the only educator I am willing to like throw every penny at.
We're over the $100,000 mark. With Ben's help, we built a 6-figure photography company. Ben Hartley not only teaches you the value of your business, he teaches you how to convey that value, and that is something that you can't really put a price on.
That Book Solid has made me a mom again. And what I mean by that is I can finally do business and make enough money in my business that I have time to spend with my kids without feeling the guilt of not building up my business, and then do my business without feeling the guilt of not being a mom, if that makes sense.
I recently closed a $6,000 print sale because of these strategies that are laid out in there.
Ben's courses will change your life.
Do you want to be living your dream life? Because if that's what your goal is, then I would 100% endorse whatever Ben has to offer.
And the best part is now it actually comes with a portrait update. So if you're a portrait photographer and interested in purchasing the course, it actually has that portrait update in it, which I didn't have. So I was able to take that information and grow my business so much. So even now that the portrait component has been added, I can just imagine portrait photographers getting even more value out of the course than I did.
100% would recommend him to any photographer honestly almost any business owner.
Yes.
I'm Zach, and I just wanted to record a video to say how thankful I am to Ben Hartley.
I spent thousands and thousands with Ben, and in the end, I had $60K in 6 weeks. Absolutely wild. I couldn't believe it. I still kind of can't believe it, and I owe it all to Ben. It truly, truly works, and he is the one educator I will always stick through and make testimonials like this for, because it's really true. It works, and you're always free and glad to ask me about it, and I have the proof to back it up.
You're not gonna regret it, okay? I'm excited to see what you come up with, and get in that course, y'all. Enrollment's almost done.